Hey YouTube, Blastoise Rules here, back with PSA Returns number 12. So this one was out of order. They sent back submission 13 at least 3 weeks, maybe a month before submission 12. So this one actually took the 3 month turnaround or whatever, pretty close to it. So, just got this back a couple weeks ago, and I'm finally getting around to recording this video as I've been rather busy trying to find a new job and just life in general. So here I am. It's a 3 users total. It was only, I think, 30 or 50, 54 cards, something like that. I sent a ton of cards myself in this round. I think this was actually the last round I sent a ton of cards in. I don't think I sent a ton in number 15. But I'll check. I sent 15 in round 14. And round 15 might actually... I don't know. I think round 15, 14, and 15 are still at PSA, but... So let's get started without ranting anymore here. So first user was Pokemon PSA Collector 12. Mike, I'm not sure if you pulled these Jungle Hollows yourself or not, but there's some significant silvering on a couple of them, and they graded them 10s because even though there was significant silvering, I don't agree with that. Don't hate me for this, but like, first card here, a Gem Mint 10 Jungle Jolt or Flareon. They're silvering on this bottom edge and this left edge, and they graded it a 10. PSA is just being very inconsistent. Like, seriously, if I bought, let's say you threw this up on eBay, if I bought it off you through eBay, I'd return it. If cards aren't perfect, they don't deserve tons. So, I mean, it's a cool card nonetheless, but it's not worth a ton, even though they gave it a ton. Most of your cards were actually deserving of the grades, minus I think like 3 out of the 4 that you got tons on. Kangaskhan, Mint 9, first edition Jungle Hollow. Absolutely love this set. Wizards of the Coast goodness. Mr. Mime, Mint 9, first edition Jungle Hollow. Nidoqueen, Mint 9, first edition. They're all hollow, so I'm not going to stay hollow. And you know what? They're all first edition, too, so... Or mostly all first edition. We got Pidgeot. This one got a 10. The first one, I think you sent 3 of them. This one... Yeah, this is another one that has significant silvering on these corners here. Like, it's chipped, so it was not deserving of a 10. I personally would have graded it an 8. So, I don't know if they only looked at the back, because the back is pretty damn close to perfect, but if they're not checking the front of the cards, I mean, they're not doing their job correctly that we as customers are paying them to do. So it's really annoying. It aggravates me when PSA grades cards wrong, and the more and more I grade, every month, the more and more I see significant flaws where PSA messes up. Usually with them giving, either cards higher grades than they deserve, or in my case, a lot of the time, giving me, 8s or 9s when cards deserve 9s or 10s. So it's really annoying. But your next one came back a 9. And the third one came back an 8. So you can see right there, 1098. First edition Jungle Hollows. Really cool cards. It's actually one of the harder Jungle Hollow foils to find. I know when I was collecting the set, it was the one that I was missing last. So, pretty cool to have those, man. Congrats on the 10s. I mean, there's nothing really else I can say about them. I mean, they're cool to have, but if it came down to, you know, selling them, I wouldn't buy them. So, here's another one. Scyther. Gem Mint 10. This one as well has silvering on this edge and this edge. The cards were, some of them printed that way. Like they come out of the packs that way, so maybe you actually pulled these pack fresh, but this one's actually one of the better ones. But I can still see, you know, silvering in the corner right there. So I wouldn't have graded it a 10. I would have given it a 9. Still an awesome card. Couple more Jungle Hollow foils here. We have Snorlax, Mint 9. He actually sent quite a few of the ones that I didn't. This was the Wizards of the Coast round, by the way. The cards needed to be year 2000 or before. So, cool 9 on that one. Got a Venomoth, Mint 9. Victory Bell, Gem Mint 10. So you did hit, I think, 4 tons on these. This one was, I would say, deserving of a 10. This card is perfect. So, congrats on that. It's a really nice card. You know, this light is really annoying. You know what, I'm going to do it without the light, so I hope you guys don't mind. There's still daylight outside, so you can see the cards. It's just not super bright. Okay, so those were all of Mike's cards. So the rest of his cards went into the next submission, round 13, which I already got back, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Either way, you know what, did I ship those back already? I think I did. I'm pretty sure we only paid shipping once, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to hold these to ship them out again or what. That sucks. Next user was Selfless Resurrection, and he sent 5 cards here. So we have a Your Name's Chansey, Japanese White Diamond from Gym 2. That glare is really annoying. A Sabrina's ESP, Japanese, Mint 9. A Sabrina, trainer card, non-foil. So here we go, near mint 8 on the non-foil Sabrina. I think it's a non-hollow rare from Gym 2 in Japanese. Then we have the band card, middle finger, people call it Sabrina. She's basically flipping you off by pressing the Pokeball. Gem Mint 10, that's a fantastic grade. I think mine's a 10 as well. I'm almost positive, but awesome. Congrats on getting a 10 out of some of these, or at least one of them. And then a Lickitung red-green gift set came back in mint 9. Really cool artwork. I've not seen this. I think this is probably the first time I've actually seen it in person. I like seeing really exotic cards that you don't see very often. So, the rest of the cards here were all my own. I don't know how many I sent. It was 30 something, which I probably won't be sending anywhere near that amount myself again, anytime soon, just because I don't have funds to do so. But this was all Wizards of the Coast stuff, mostly holofoils, except for, I think, one card. We'll start with that one card being this first edition base set Squirtle. Came back in mint 9. Happy with that. I mean, as cool as a PSA 10 would be, there was a ding on the corner of Lightning, so I was hoping for a 9 instead of an 8, and I got it, so that's nice. Overall, all these cards, I'd say I'm probably only satisfied with about 75% of what my cards came back at. The other 25% I'm actually extremely upset about. Quite a few of them got 8s when I wasn't expecting it, and even on top of that, I think I had one PSA 7 and one PSA 6, which I just totally didn't expect whatsoever. So, but we will continue to go through, and I'll just show these all off. Like, all the mint 9s I'm pretty happy about, other than the fact that I was hoping for more gem mint 10s. We have a Shadowless Alakazam, mint 9. Happy with that. Was hoping for a 10, but it didn't happen. Goes good with my Shadowless Blastoise that's graded. So I got, I think, yeah, I sent 3 Shadowless foils in this set, so I have 4 of the Shadowless foils graded so far. I tried to send, the mintiest ones, so all the other ones I have are probably near mint or worse condition. We have a Nidoking, Shadowless, near mint 8. Obviously was expecting 9s on everything, if not 10s. Was not really expecting 10s on the English cards, but when it comes to the Japanese cards that I pulled myself, I was expecting 10s and was really upset with them not getting it. So, with an 8 on that, it's alright, I guess. A 9 would have been a lot better, though. And Poliwrath Shadowless came back as an 8 as well. This is the only card that literally I can't get higher than a PSA 8 on a Poliwrath, apparently. I have 2 first edition graded copies. One came back a 6, which PSA messed up on, and one came back an 8. And this Poliwrath came back an 8 as well, so I can't grade higher than an 8. I would like at least a 9, but still a cool card to hang on to for now until I do decide to upgrade in the future sometime. Hopefully when I get a better paying job and can afford, to buy some stuff. Venusaur Hollow base. Happy with these, mint 9 and mint 9. So I got 2 9s. I was hoping for one PSA 10 out of the 2, but obviously it didn't happen either. Still happy that they got at least 9s and not, lower than that. I do have, I don't know how many of these cards, at least 20 now, and I sent the best condition ones, so they both came back 9s. Next, I sent a few jungle misprint cards. These are missing the jungle symbol here. You can see they're listed as no symbol. So we got a Clefable, mint 9. Pretty satisfied with the 9. Flareon came back as an 8. Upset it didn't get at least a 9. Uh, Mint 9 pincer, happy with that one as well. That's error, no jungle symbol. Have the entire set, but they're just all different conditions. So it would be cool to get a complete, Mint 9 set, because 10 sets, I don't even think there is a complete 10 set out there. There's a few of the cards that are just so hard to grade in tons. It's so many Wizards of the Coast cards, and even like the newer black and white XY cards are ridiculously hard to grade tons on. So English cards in general, Pokemon wise, are hard to get tons on. So actually in my collection, I may just go for 9 sets on tons of different sets in English because it's just impossible to get tons. So, Vaporeon, no symbol. Jungle Hollow. Near Mint 8. Upset it didn't get a 9. Got some first edition jungle cards now. We got Clefable once again. This one came back a 9. Sweet. Jolteon, this one came back an 8. Upset, obviously it didn't get a 9. But then again, looking at the back, I see that it's really off-center. It's really a thick border down here as compared to the top. And there's a little white ding right there. So, obviously, that is why it graded an 8. Next, we have a first edition Mr. Mime. Mine came back an 8. I do have several copies of each of these cards. Like, I think I have 4 of this one. Not all graded, but all in basically near mint condition or better. So, I don't know. It would be nice to get a 9 set of each, but that's for the future to tell. And Nidoqueen, happy with a 9 on this. I love this card. First edition holo. One of my favorite artworks. Just, she looks gorgeous on that pose. So, sweet card. Was always one of my favorites from Jungle. That obviously wasn't one of the legendary or the evolutions or whatever. Pinsir, Near Mint 8, first edition. Scyther, Mint 9. Congrats on the PSA 10. Pokemon PSA Collector 12. I've got a 9. I have 2 of these. Well, actually, I think I have 4 or 5. But I have another one that's in mint condition, or at least that I think is mint condition that I can grade. I doubt I'll get a 10 on it, but oh well. Happy with a 9. This is one that I was really upset about. A Near Mint 7 on a Vaporeon. Holo, first edition jungle. That's a really low grade. Only thing I see wrong with it, right there's a ding of lightning. How does that card deserve a 7? Tell me. I mean, look at cards nowadays, like, people are sending in Mega Charizards that have tons of Edgeware, and their PSA is giving them Mint 9s, and I have this nearly perfect card here that you give a near Mint 7. Like, are you effing kidding me right now? I don't get it. But that pissed me off. Wigglytuff, near Mint 8. Not a 9, obviously, which I wish I had. This is the other card that I'm really upset about. First edition Fossil Aerodactyl Holo came back a 6. That can only mean that there's a minor crease in the card somewhere or something, but looking at this card, it's virtually perfect. Like, except, like, there's tiny edgeware in that corner and one speck right there, so I was expecting literally a 9 on that. And it didn't even get close. See, I don't get it. Like, I thoroughly inspect cards, and I don't know. Yeah, that was a waste. Still a cool card, looks great in a case, but technically having it in a PSA 6, I lost money compared to what it's worth ungraded. Um, Ditto, Fossil, Mint 9. Stoked about that. Looks nice. Haunter, Mint 9, Fossil. Foil. Hitmonlee, Fossil, Near Mint 8. This one has like 2 tiny scratches right there. Because 2 scratches, PSA gives a card an 8? Really? Like, yeah, that's so bad. Like, I see cards getting pulled nonstop that are PSA's grading 9s and 10s that should be getting 7s. And here I am sending pretty damn nice cards and they're coming back 8s. Or 7s or 6s. So, I don't know, I'm just upset with this order. This is my worst PSA, card grading that I've ever had. So, it upsets me. This was, for the most part, a waste of several $100s. Mint 9, Fossil, Hypno. Nice card. Happy with that. We got some Team Rocket Hollows next. Dark Alakazam. Came back a Mint 9. Dark Dragonite, Mint 9. I've actually got all the pretty big cards graded in this set now. Charizard, Blastoise, Raichu, Alakazam, Dark Dragonite. So, for the most part, I'm actually happy with all the grades. I think I have a Mint 9 of each, except for Blastoise. I have an 8. I think I have 2 8s. But, and a Mint 9 Hypno as well. Dark Hypno, Hollow. Last, I must say these perfect fit sleeves feel really nice. The only thing, these are Ultra Pro sleeves. I like the actual texture on them as compared to the perfect fit. I was gonna buy some perfect fit today from the guy who contacted me to do a review, who sent me a set of them, but looking at the price, it's ridiculous because they're in Canada. He wants, what was it, like $3.75, $4 for 75 perfect fit sleeves. On top of that, he wants like $2.50 for shipping for one pack, and then it goes up from shipping on there for each additional by like $3 or if not more. So 3 packs was like $8 for shipping. So it came out to over $20 for 225 sleeves. Screw that. So I just bought a couple hundred Ultra Pro ones today off eBay for like $8 and some change. It's just a waste. I mean, I like the sleeves, but I'm not gonna pay 2.5 times more than the regular price of sleeves for them. So Dark Machamp. This one came back an 8, which sucks. I do have one graded now, obviously, but not happy with an 8. Would have really preferred a 9. Last English card, Alakazam base 2, Mint 9. Siding with this one, happy with it. Got quite a few of these, I don't know how many, probably like 8 by now. Base set 2 Alakazams. When Troll and Toad had them for like $1.29, I stocked up a couple years ago. They had lots of older cards really cheap, and then everybody just came back and started buying them, and now they're nearly sold out of everything, or have one or two copies of each. I mean, they used to have like first edition Jungle and Fossil Hollows for like $3 or $4 a piece, and now they're like 12 or something. It's crazy. But I'm happy with that. Have a base set 2 Blastoise graded already and a Mint 9 as well. So that's nice to go with that. These last, I think, 10 cards here. Let's see. Yeah, 10 cards. I was upset with 8 out of the 10. These are all Japanese holofoils. I pulled every single one of these myself. Jungle, Fossil, Gym 1 and Gym 2. And only 2 came back 10s. These cards are perfect. Like, I checked them over. They're literally perfect. PSA had to piss me off and give me 9s on these. Complete waste of money. Mint 9, Mr. Mime, Jungle. This is one I'm stoked about because it came back a 10, one of the two. Nidoqueen, Gem Mint 10, Jungle, Foil. Snorlax, Mint 9. Gengar, Fossil, Mint 9. Yeah, I don't know. Mint 9. Was really hoping on a 10 on it. Didn't happen. I don't know why. I mean, looking at the centering, it's perfect. No scratches, guys. No edge wear. These cards came directly out of sealed booster packs that I opened. So, I don't know why PSA graded them what they did. I mean, they're still mint, but not getting 10s on Japanese cards I'm not fine with. Kabutops, Mint 9. Once again, a virtually perfect card that did not come back a 10. And I'm not going to bother regrading these. I mean, just paying to grade them in the first place isn't even worth it unless they get 10s. Because, I mean, you can buy these cards for what, like $3 a piece, and I paid probably about $8 a piece, $7.50, $8 a piece to grade them after all the shipping and insurance, and it's just a waste. Moltres, another one I'm happy about. The other one that came back a 10. This came from the SMG quest that I purchased off him back when he was still around. Really sad to see him go. He's living life, but gave up Pokemon, bought a house. I mean, he's getting older, so probably married and probably having a kid by now, I would think. So, Misty's Golduck, Mint 9 as well. Sabrina's Alakazam, Mint 9. Giovanni's Gyarados, Mint 9. And lastly, Lucerge's Raichu, Mint 9. So yeah, I mean, overall, I was rather upset with how my cards came back. All the English cards, I was happy with the 9s. I was not happy with any 8s, the 7, or the 6. And then definitely on all these Japanese cards, I mean, I was expecting all 10s. Like, I checked these over, they were perfect. And only, 2 out of 10 came back as 10s. So, it was just really upsetting. PSA this round was completely against me on grades. I don't know what happened, but I hope you guys enjoyed anyways. It's another returns video. It's nice to see cards come back graded. It's just sucks to see them come back with grades that you don't expect, with lower grades. So happens to everybody once in a while, I guess. I've gotten used to, what the standards are and what to expect for tens and stuff. As you see, I grade cards and they usually get, you know, tens after tens after tens with occasional nines, and just to see these cards come back with such lower grades as compared to what I was expecting just isn't right. So, thanks for watching though, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a thumbs up on the video if you did, and I'll get these two users' cards shipped out shortly. So, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.